Hello and welcome to this first lesson where we discuss the course. So in this course, we will be learning how to build APIs using the Go programming language. So I assume that you have some experience with Go and you already have some experience with writing basic web applications with Go. So I went ahead and I created a directory named Apple Tree. In this directory, we'll be putting all our code related to our Apple Tree API. So this API will simply be an API about schools. Okay, and so throughout our lessons, we will build up on this schools API. All right, so let's do some setup. Um, Open my terminal. And I have decided to update the Go that I'm using. So if you want to follow along, then you need to, it's recommended that you upgrade to Go 1.18. Okay. If you don't know how to install Go, then simply look on the video that I have posted, which deals with installing Go. Okay, so once you have Go installed, there's also one tool that we're going to use later on. And so that name of that tool is called Hey. Okay, so let's install that. Go install github.com/rakyll/hey at latest. Okay, so we have our Hey installed. If I type Hey, okay, it's gonna tell me what options I can use. All right, options, so on and so forth. Okay, so it's installed. Again, we're gonna use this later on. Okay, so I also assume that you have Git installed. Okay, and then for this API, for this project, we will also be posting the code to GitHub. So later on, you will need to create a GitHub account to be able to push your code. All right, so with that out of the way, let me close my terminal. And let's actually start setting up our project. So the first thing I'm going to do is to create a mod file. So module. Okay. So I'm going to call my project, of course, Apple Tree. So I'm going to say go mod init Apple Tree. And let's say that lewis.net. Okay. All right. So we have our mod file or go.mod file. Okay. So now let's actually go ahead and create the directory structure for our project. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make it. So mkdir -p. We're gonna have a bin directory. We're gonna have a cmd/API directory. We're gonna have an internal directory, and we're gonna have a remote directory. Oops, I spelled that wrong. Let's try again. mkdir. Great. And of course, we're going to automate a few things. So I'm going to create a makefile. Again, if you don't know how to use a makefile, I will show you how to do that. So let's use the touch command, make file, of course. All right. And then let's create a main.go file. Okay, so touch, and we're going to put that file in the API subdirectory. So main.go. All right, so that should be in here. Great. Okay, so that is our directory structure. Okay, again, let me just open and show you. So we have Apple Tree, and inside Apple Tree we have a bin directory, a CMD directory. Inside that CMD directory we have an API directory where most of our code will go. Okay, we have an internal where we'll put our packages that are needed by other parts of our code. Okay, so packages that we can import. We have our remote directory, we have our makefile, and of course we have our go.mod file. All right, so this is our directory structure. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's create a simple hello world file just to make sure that everything has been set up. Okay, so file name will be cmd/api/main.go. All right, so we have package main, and I'm going to import FMT, of course. And then let's test our code. So FMT, or let's test our setup. Println, and I'm going to simply print a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Okay, let's save that and let's run it just to make sure it works. So I'm going to say go run .cmd/API. Okay, so we're going to run everything inside the ./. Okay. All right, so a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Okay, so everything seems to be set up. I will go ahead and make a Git repository, a local Git repository. So Git init. Okay. And so if I say git status, it will tell me that I have files that needs to be staged. So I will simply, before I do that, let me create a git ignore file. So touch.git ignore. Okay, so we're going to use this later. Ignore. Okay. Good. So let me add everything. Good. Git status just to make sure. All right. So we have these files. So let me commit. So git commit, and my first message will be set up our project structure for the Apple Tree schools API. All right, great. So that is our first commit. So git log a dash one line. Okay, so we have our first commit. Okay, that's it for our first lesson. We have everything set up. So in the next lesson, we will proceed to actually start implementing our API. Now again, there are certain things that I will not go in depth with, simply because I assume that you have experience writing Go code for web applications, like we did in the previous series where we built a quote box web application. So if you ever need reference, go back to those videos and rewatch them. I'll see you in the next one.